Welcome back to Steve's Music Corner. I want to talk today about bar chords. So I'm going to do a longer video today. Shorts are fun to do. They get a lot of views, but I'd like to have substance on my channel, dig a little deeper into some things. And I thought today would be good to talk about bar chords. A lot of times, some of my students, more than I would like, have trouble getting the right bar chord. And they'll say, well, there's my B minor bar chord. I say, no, doesn't sound like it. Well, I'm doing it. So yeah, you got the right shape. But bar chords are, well, I should say minor chords, are supposed to sound sad. That doesn't sound sad. That's some kind of major chord. It's happy. You gotta change strings. You're on the wrong strings. Okay. Yeah. So, first thing, you should be actively listening to what you're playing. If I say do a major chord, it should sound happy. If I say do a minor chord, it should sound sad. So, there's a few ways to look at bar chords, probably many ways. You could look at a chord chart. You could look at a tab or something. And that's great, you can learn it. But I like to relate it to something that they already know, something more tangible. You see this bar chord shape and they're like, oh, that's it, I think there. Yeah, but where's that come from? Where'd that shape come from? Let's find out. So, start with your E chord. You know an open E chord. Very nice, that's a nice E chord. Now, if you want to move that chord up a little bit, it's kind of a cool chord too, but not quite the same. Let's rearrange our fingers so that we're using middle, ring, and pinky. No more pointer. Still the same notes as your E chord. But when you move it up one fret, and then you bar with your pointer, that's your F chord. F sharp, G, G sharp, A. So that's where that shape comes from. Not from outer space, not from your grandma's apple pie recipe. Comes from your open chord shape. Same thing with an E minor chord. You got those two. Rearrange them, do with ring and pinky. And when you move it up, it becomes F minor. F sharp minor, G minor, B minor. So, those are our 6-string shapes, 6-string bar chord, because they're based on the E shape, which is your open 6. If you do that shape on a different string, you are no longer doing a major bar chord. You're doing a minor. Hear how sad that is? That comes from your A minor chord on the 5th string. Looks a lot like an E chord. We rearrange your root. You got middle, 3rd, and pinky again. Still your A minor. But you move it up. There's your B flat minor. There's your B minor. C minor, D minor, E minor. All comes from that A shape. So when students are like, I don't know B minor, I don't know E minor. Well, you know minor chords, right? You know A minor maybe? That's the shape. And you move it. Works even on the 4th string. It's a little harder. Like a D chord shape. You could rearrange her, move it up. That one's kind of hard. But I do like the C chord. Rearrange her, and then you can move that up and bar it. It's a little hard, but it's got a better sound, I believe, than the 5th string A chord shape. depending on what you're doing. But I kind of like that sound. That's an E chord right there, because E is on our 5th string now. So as long as you can figure out the 6th string or the 5th string note, you can figure out your major or minor chord. C sharp minor, well, A sharp, B, C, C sharp. It's on the 5th string, so we're going to do an A minor kind of shape. And there we are. So I hope that helps you guys understand where those bar chord shapes come from. Your open chords. Till next time, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Maybe comment down below on some things you'd like to learn in the future. I'll see you next time. Also, if you're having any trouble getting these bar chords down, check out my video down below, little bar chord tips for you.